Good morning. How are you? I hope you've had a good night or a good day, depending on the time that you're seeing this. So today's one of those days I've woken up and I just felt really tired and I just wanted to sleep some more. But anyway, um, life happens, life is happening, so we just have to get up and keep going. But a few things have happened this morning I just wanted to share real quick. The first thing was that as at the time I was dropping my girls off by 7:39, the day was just slightly brighter. So maybe we've had the darkest day or the shortest day of the winter. I don't know, but there was daylight by the time I was dropping them off. The other thing was that for the first time in almost 6 weeks, my girls asked their brother to walk with them from the car to their door, which is like maybe 1 minute walk. And he was happy to do it. He just unstrapped, came down, and we walked them to the door. They didn't walk side by side or hold hands or anything, but just the fact that he was walking with them, it just felt nice. That provided me the opportunity to talk about something with him that we started discussing a few days ago that bordered around sibling rivalry. Obviously, I haven't termed it this when I was talking with him, but I've broached the topic, So we talked about it briefly, then got in the car. Now, for the next 10 minutes that I was driving him to his own school, we talked about something that, oh my God, has just given me the motivation to go through my day. And so Chimdike asked me a question and said, Mommy, do you know that NIV Bible I used to read? Now, this Bible has been lost for nearly 6 months. Do you know that NIV Bible I used to read? There was a place they talked about speaking in tongues. And they asked us to come up or to make up our own language and said, what would you call that language? And they said, if they give us something in English, give us an example in English to translate it into your own language. And I thought, I'm not very, very sure of this. Now, I haven't gone down the route of judging and saying, oh, no, that's wrong and all that, because he's still an 8-year-old child. So something might have been read out of context. So I need to see this thing korokoro for myself before I fully say this is what I think. But you have an idea of what his interpretation of it was. Anyway, so we then go on to talk about the infilling of the Holy Spirit for the entire 10 minutes that I was driving Chimdike. We talked about how the Holy Spirit is Jesus's gift to us, and how the Holy Spirit helps us connect to the heart of the Father, helps us to pray, helps us to access God's presence, helps us to access God's will. It was such an exciting discussion, and he was eating it all up. We talked about how if you desire the Holy Spirit, all you need to do is to pray and to trust that bubbling forth from your belly. And he said, oh yeah, Mommy, I have actually felt something like it. And I started saying something, but it just didn't make sense to me. And I thought I was just babbling, so I stopped. Hey, and I said, what? No, keep going. You keep going. You know how we've talked about the muscle that you flex is the muscle that you grew. I said, yes. I said, yes. That's how you do it. You keep going. You keep speaking. And the more you do it, the more the Holy Spirit is, the more there's an infilling. We then talked about, how when people are digging and they hit a spring, it may start coming as a drop, and then eventually it may just, it will keep flowing. I said, yes, I understand. I said, yeah, that's how, that's how it happens. You keep going. I thoroughly enjoyed that discussion. Not just because it's something I understand, but it's something that he was desiring. And at the end of it, we prayed. And I said to him, I sense that you're desiring the infilling of the Holy Spirit. And he said, yes. And we prayed while we were driving. I prayed and I said, God, I thank you because your purpose is being fulfilled in this child's life. This is one of those moments that just fire me up. And it keeps me going. It keeps me going. Dear mom watching this, I hope you know that you are a moving evangelist. I hope you know that you are a moving prophet. I hope you know that your pulpit is not in one place or in one location. You just need snippets in places to make lasting impact. And I hope you are cashing in. I hope you are connecting to it. Yeah. So this has given me a lot of motivation to go through my own day. I hope you've learned something from this. Yeah, I just thought to share. Thank you very much for listening to my rant. It's not a rant, but yeah. God bless you and have a fantastic day.